This is my first commencement as National University's president, and as such, it is my pleasure to welcome family, friends, and distinguished guests, and my honor to congratulate the class of 2023. We have a big day ahead of us. Over 1,500 graduates will cross the stage today. Altogether this year, we are graduating nearly 6,300 students. Today is a very special day as we are celebrating graduates of both National University and North Central University. As a united institution, we have grown to over 40,000 dedicated students nationwide and around the globe. National University is proud to be one of the largest private minority-serving institutions in the United States, with over 2/3 of our graduates being racially diverse. In fact, NU is the largest conferrer of graduate degrees to diverse students in the United States, with over 50% of them women. Many of our students are first-generation college graduates. Over 80% of our undergraduate students transfer to us from a community college. I love this. Here's why. I, too, was a first-generation student. I, too, began my higher education journey at a community college, Mesa Community College in Arizona. We deeply value our partner community colleges. They are essential players in opening pathways to possibility for so many of our students. Now, take a beat. Look around. What an awesome sight. We are so proud to have such a diverse group of graduates who literally represent the future of not only our professions, but our society. Among you are wives, husbands, mothers, fathers, grandparents, working professionals, and members of our armed services. The youngest members of your graduating class, 21 years old, and the most seasoned among you is 74 years young. At National University, we are dedicated to creating new possibilities for students and alumni at all ages and stages, helping them pursue their lifelong goals of contributing positively to society. We do this by committing ourselves to providing value-rich education and innovative next-generation education that focuses on the whole human. At this time, I want to thank the people who help us make this all possible. Our Board of Trustees. Each of our trustees has been a dedicated steward guiding our path as we educate the next generation of community leaders. They donate thousands of hours each year to make National University better. Would all the members of the National University Board of Trustees please stand and be recognized? Let's give them a big round of applause. I would also like to personally thank the National University faculty for their commitment to our students. Our faculty represent our history and our heart. They are the champions of academic excellence and powerful advocates for and supporters of our students. Similarly, the National University staff are critical for student success, handling issues like getting a class scheduled, understanding requirements of a program, setting up financial aid, and so much more. Many students here have shared their stories with me of faculty and staff who have made a powerful difference in their experience. Stories about everything from going the extra mile to just taking a few extra minutes for a caring conversation. Would all the National University faculty, staff, and administrators please rise? For all these folks do to make days like today possible, let's give them a big round of applause. Now, graduates, as you sit here and reflect on your achievement, you know somebody you know people you really need to thank, your family, your friends, your colleagues, and your kids, and all those who made sacrifices and patiently supported you through this incredible journey. Would all our guests who supported our graduates in any way please stand if you are able so our graduates can express their gratitude to you. We had one of our graduates yesterday. He said he was here with his children who are in their teens. And I said, are they going to stay for the entire commencement? He's like, they're staying for the whole thing. He said, you have no idea how many plays and sporting events I've gone to. They're watching this entire program. I loved it. Some of you already know this, but National University was founded 50 years ago by a retired Navy captain, Dr. David Chigos. And in that time, we have always embraced our service members. In fact, today, 1 in 4 NU students is a service member or a veteran. At this time, I would like to ask all service members and veterans here to please stand and be recognized. As a son of a Navy chief, I thank you. We are so grateful to you and your families for your service and your sacrifice. At National University, we believe that it is not just a degree you earn, but it is the degree to which you use it. We all have the responsibility to use our skills and talents for the greater good. Looking out at all of you and looking back on the last couple years, I'm feeling optimistic. You all have navigated through your educational paths, overcoming obstacles and rising above challenges along the way. And as you continue to navigate your next steps in life, we are so excited to introduce a special guest with us here today. But first, please direct your attention to the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am thrilled to announce National University's new mascot, Navi the Navigator. And as we say, wings up, wings up. You can't soar unless your wings are up. So wings up, NU grads, wings up. You can read more about Navi in our program, and after today's commencement ceremony, graduates, I am so proud of every one of you. You have to know this, your people are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves. You are fully equipped to succeed, to thrive, and to make this world a better place. In creating the future we want for ourselves, our family, and our community, and our world, we are limited only by our imagination. Do not let fear of failure or fear of the unknown stop you or prevent your future achievements. Know this. The one way to truly predict your future is to create it with your own hands, heart, and mind. And I ask you to do this with integrity, with empathy, and with compassion. We have prepared you as best we can for a future that you will help create. What we know about our graduates is that you will invent, you will educate, heal, save lives, grow the economy, and shape a new future for those who follow. Yet to have the greatest impact on our future, you must continue to learn. Many of you have demonstrated your commitment to lifelong learning by returning to school here. Some of you have returned after a very long break, but you can't stop. Indeed, as you walk across our commencement stage, your work is not over. It is now your job to open doors, remove barriers, and help those willing to put in the work to get on their path to learning that powers their professional and personal lives. Our challenge to you is a simple one. Each one, reach one. Each one of you has an obligation to take the time to find at least one person in your life that you can encourage along a learning pathway. And we don't care where it is. It could be here at National, but it could be anywhere. But get them connected to a learning pathway, a child, a friend, a coworker, a parent, or a partner. There is someone waiting for you. They're waiting for your encouragement. And your crossing of the stage today makes you a powerful messenger. Say it with me. Each one, reach one. Now say it to each other. Each one, reach one. I love it. Congratulations, graduates, on your persistence and hard work in obtaining your degree. I am confident that you will make your marks on this world and make us all proud. Let us all again congratulate the class of 2023. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's impressive commencement speaker, Mr. Jacob Fraire. What we know about Jacob is that Jacob is one of you. He is a person who came from a diverse background and got an educational pathway to become a powerful advocate for students just like you. He is the president of ECMC Foundation and someone who understands firsthand the significance of your achievement. Listen to this. He grew up as the son of migrant farm workers in El Paso, Texas, and got his start working in the fields. He ultimately made his way to Austin to earn his bachelor's degree from St. Edward's University and a Master of Public Affairs from the University of Texas at Austin. Like many of us here, he's the first in his family to graduate from college. Since then, Mr. Fraire has dedicated his career to advancing student success in post-secondary education. His life's work has been centered on supporting students like all of you. And I know personally that this is more than a profession for him. This is his calling. Before joining ECMC Foundation this year as president, he led the strategy work for the Diana Natalicio Center at the Hispanic Student Success Center at University of Texas, El Paso. Mr. Fraire spent several years serving as president and CEO of the Texas Association of Community Colleges, where he represented presidents and chancellors of the state's public community colleges, over 50 of them, that enroll more than 700,000 students. He was vice president of philanthropy at the Trellis Company and also worked in multiple policy and advocacy roles in Washington, D.C. Today, Mr. Fraire leads ECMC Foundation, a strategic grant maker focused on improving higher education for career success among students from underserved backgrounds. It's one of the most prominent and important foundations in the world of education, trying to open pathways to possibility. His leadership continues to transform higher education across the nation, and we are thrilled to welcome him here today as our commencement speaker. Without further ado, Mr. Jacob Fraire.
President Milliron, thank you for your gracious words, and more importantly, thank you for your leadership to this exemplary university. Thank you also, distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administrators, and staff at National University, for your tireless efforts in service of this new class of critical thinkers who individually and together will strengthen the fabric of our young nation. Graduates, felicidades. Congratulations to each of you. I am thrilled to share this momentous occasion with you. I'm truly honored to join you in today's celebration and at this pivotal moment in your learning journey. I'm especially pleased to share this moment with you as the new president of ECMC Foundation, an organization that is dedicated to improving higher education for all students, no exception. At ECMC Foundation, we believe in the grand possibilities of higher education, and graduates, each one of you represents those grand possibilities. Your academic achievements are invaluable. At the Foundation, we also recognize that your achievements will be transformative to your family, to our community, and to our beloved nation. These critical achievements are especially critical when you consider that many who start college never finish. In fact, recent data will indicate that there are now more than 40 million individuals who have earned college credit and have no degree. Imagine it, an adult population greater than the entire state of California who went to college somewhere across the country and did not cross the finish line. This sobering fact keeps me up at night. But today, graduates, knowing you are amongst the largest graduating class of National University, I am more especially pleased to celebrate your academic success, to recognize your perseverance, and to honor your many sacrifices. We applaud your family and your friends for their love and care of your success. Each of you has a busy life. Many of you are holding one or many jobs. Many of you are raising families and caring for your parents or for your loved ones. Many of you are military veterans or active service members. And as you worked to support your family or to protect our country, you also worked hard to earn your college degree. Graduates, I applaud all the sacrifices that you made along your journey. I know from personal experience the many sacrifices that students make along their journey. Allow me to share a personal story. I am the son of migrant farm workers. As a young child, I traveled with my family in search of seasonal farm work across the entire state of California. One spring day, we arrived at a town in Central California. On the second day, my father drove my older brother and me to the local middle school, and he stayed with us while we negotiated the registration process with the school counselor. Hours later, we said, "Papa, we can go now. The school has said that we've done all we can do on that day." So Dad took us home, and he went off in search of work. And on the third day, my brother and I went to the school, and we were meted with a battery of tests. And later that morning, we were sent home, told once again that that's all we can do on that day. And on day 4, we went to school and we began classes. And on that day, I felt like a student again, not a stranger in a strange town. And on the 5th day, our stay at that school would come to an end. Unable to find work for the past 4 days, my parents would make the difficult decision that they would make dozens of times as the life of a migrant farm worker. We would need to move to another town, to another labor camp in search of farm work. Graduates, I share this story to illustrate that oftentimes the demands of life, and especially for the working poor, create real and pressing interruptions to our education. These are the harsh realities of countless families. And yet, I learned from my parents and graduates, you have so beautifully demonstrated here today that we must never lose sight of the opportunity to learn. Learning fuels optimism and transformation. Graduates, inherent in your achievement is optimism about the future. It is fitting that we embrace a strong sense of optimism as you launch into the future with a university degree in your hand. Graduates, in this future, I invite you to serve others as a means of ushering the conditions for a more perfect union and a more loving society. Each of you already provides service to others, whether in your family, in your community, or as is the case for our veterans and active members of the military, to our beloved nation. And today, the opportunity, indeed, the responsibility to serve others is magnified by your university education. We also have the heightened responsibility of preserving and strengthening our democracy. No matter your program of study, I invite you to engage in the broader policy discourse, in the kinds of civic engagement that strengthens this nation. Our nation continues its pursuit to become a more perfect union. We are engaged in civil discourse across critical issues affecting countless people across our great nation. As graduates, you are now equipped with the knowledge and the skills which come from your university learnings, which, when combined with your personal experiences, positions you well to contribute to and help lead a civil and productive public discourse about consequential matters. And we have ample choices of consequential matters which need our attention, like homelessness, climate change, mental health, wellness, pandemic recovery, racism, and abject poverty, to name a few. We also have ample choices of how we might engage. And yes, we might choose not to engage at all, to take the road of least resistance. Graduates, I implore you to choose action over indifference. And finally, graduates, you are among the first cohort of college degree holders who will shape a post-pandemic America. The essence that is you, emboldened and sharpened by your university learnings, must now be shared with our brothers and sisters across our union. We need your talent and your optimism about the future. We need you to contribute to the shaping of a more perfect union. In the words of the late Honorable John Lewis, we need you to make good trouble. The world is waiting for you. Charge ahead with optimism and love. Graduates, felicidades, congratulations. Share this beautiful moment with your family and friends. You have earned it. President Milliron, thank you for your service to National University. Thank you for your enduring commitment to students from all walks of life. And thank you for inviting me to join you in celebrating these extraordinary graduates.
Jacob, what a wonderful talk. Thank you for addressing the National University Class of 2023. We are honored to have you as our commencement speaker this afternoon. Jacob, would you join me at the podium? And Dr. Ruth Ann Heinrich, Chair of our Board of Trustees, who please join as well. We've got a special treat here. Mr. Fraire, your call of duty has been to dedicate your life to the service and betterment of others. You are an exemplary role model and community member who inspires individuals of all ages and abilities to overcome their challenges and be their personal best. And you continue to set the bar for all of us in terms of sacrifice, perseverance, and positivity. For that, we sincerely thank you, and in appreciation of your outstanding achievement as a dedicated public servant and community leader who exemplifies working collaboratively to effect positive change, I am pleased to present you with an honorary doctoral degree from National University. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you a Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Jacob. Would Dr. Poland Pettit please join me as we begin our conferring of the degrees? This is what you all have been waiting for, everybody. We are going to begin.